Hello, fifth graders. If you're on this video right now, it means that you have already listened to Chapter 9. We're listening to Chapter 9 before this mini lesson and then Chapter 10 and 11 after this mini lesson. So if you haven't listened to Chapter 9, go listen and then come back. So today we're working on visualizing. Visualizing is one of the most fun reading strategies because you're creating a movie in your mind about what you're reading. And for me, I really only enjoy a book when I create a movie in my mind. And it's something that really can come very natural to you. Have you ever been reading a story and you've realized that you've painted the character's scene and setting in your own kitchen or your own living room? It happens to me all the time. And it's because I'm so used to making movies in my mind because it helps me understand a story so much better when I do so. So what I want you to do right now is just close your eyes. I'm going to keep them open, but you close them. And I want you to picture your last birthday party or your last holiday with the family. Think about what you smelled, what you saw, who was there, what you were eating, where it took place. I want you to get like a little bit of a movie going in your mind from that event. I'll give you a few seconds to do that. Now we're going to open your eyes. And what you just did right now is you visualized an event from your life. And that is the same exact thing that we want to do as readers when we're reading. It's a fun thing to do. You cannot be wrong. And it helps you understand a story that much more. So chapter 9 was a fun chapter. And what I'm going to do is we're going to briefly discuss chapter 9. But before we do, I'm going to discuss chapter 9 first. Chapter 9, hold on, I'm getting my tabs all together, was the first day of 7th grade for Crash, his new friend, and for Penweb. And they're all in the same school, okay? And a scene from that text, that chapter, that I really visualized in my mind was when Mike, the new friend, went over to Penweb in the courtyard of the school and he was picking on him, but Pen didn't realize it. And he was giving him that high five, that medium five, that low five, and it was something that I was really picturing in my head. I'm not an artist, so please do not judge my drawing. But I had a better movie going in my mind and just couldn't get it down on paper. So what I did for you here was I just jotted down what I expect you to do when you're visualizing while you're reading. I just did, Miss Madison with her curly hair and her little thinking bubble. And this is what I visualized. I pictured that Mike was a bit taller. And they were both smiling. Well, Mike didn't really mean his smile, but Pen actually thought that he was doing something nice. And their high five, their medium five, their low five. Again, in my head, my movie was elaborate. I had all these details, but I'm not an artist, so it wasn't very easy for me to get it down on paper, and that's okay. So this is an example of what you can do while you're visualizing from chapter 9. Okay? So while you are reading chapters 10 and 11, what I would like you to do is get a piece of paper like this one, get a piece of line paper, get a sticky note, absolutely any paper that you have, and I want you to jot down one visualization you're making from chapter 10 and one from chapter 11 as well, okay? And you're not going to be submitting them anywhere, but if you would like to send Mrs. Visconti and myself, Mrs. Penny, a picture of what you visualize, we would absolutely love to see it. You can send it through email. If you have any more questions about visualizing, I recommend taking a look at my slides. I will actually pull them up just to review them quickly with you guys before I send you off. You present. I'm on the wrong day. I'm just going to review these with you. Here's just another sample of visualizing, and this you can go through on your own, but just know that this resource is here. It's an example here of a quote from a text, and then how a reader visualized it in their head, what they thought, and the picture that they painted in their own mind. Okay, so Once you're done here, click on chapter 10 and 11 and enjoy. Happy reading.